Vegeta tells Goku that it's time to revive his parents. Goku finds this absurd and asks how Vegeta intends to do it. The Prince of the Saiyans wastes no time and says they will use the Dragon Balls. Goku is surprised and questions why Vegeta would decide this out of the blue. After all, his parents died many years ago. Vegeta replies that he's been thinking about it since he met the Saiyans of the 6th universe and heard about planet Cidra. This awakened in him a desire to re-establish the Saiyans race, reviving all the kind-hearted Saiyans who were killed by Frieza, and this includes Goku's parents and almost half of planet Vegeta. Goku is confused and tells Vegeta that he's heard terrible things about King Vegeta, and that if the wish is to revive the kind-hearted Saiyans, he regrets to inform him. But he thinks Vegeta's father won't be revived. The Prince of the Saiyans laughs and calls Goku an idiot, saying he knows this and doesn't care about his father, and that he only wants to re-establish the kind-hearted Saiyans of the 7th universe, who will be a race as evolved as, or even more evolved than, his father. More than the Saiyans of Universe 6, and believes that Shenlong is capable of doing this currently. After all, his race was not destroyed by the god of destruction, but by another mortal. Whis confesses to Goku that he was responsible for the accident the Saiyan suffered when he was still a baby. Goku asks what accident he's talking about, and the angel replies that Goku was too young to remember, but that his adoptive grandfather took him for a walk in the forest when he mysteriously fell off a cliff, suffering a severe blow to the head. From then on, his behavior changed, becoming calmer and ceasing to act like a Saiyan, which is why Goku lost a large part of his memories. Goku asks what Whis has to do with it, and the angel replies that he took advantage of his grandfather's distraction to cause the accident, even stating that it was so easy and subtle that Son Gohan didn't even notice his presence. Goku is confused and asks Whis why he did it, and the angel replies with something no one expected. It's because Goku's destiny willed it so. Goku asks what destiny, and Whis replies that since Goku was born, he has been predestined to become an angel. None of it was by chance. His accident, his acceptance of training the Saiyan on the Destroyer's planet, and especially his mastering Ultra Instinct, it was all written in the stars. Cidra calls Frieza seeking revenge against Beerus for their elimination by the 7th universe in the Tournament of Power. Frieza sees an opportunity to take advantage of this and asks the god of destruction of the 9th universe if he hasn't learned his lesson yet. Cidra replies that he knows what Frieza wants, to reign above Zeno, and that he can help him achieve this. The Emperor of the Universe asks how, and the god of destruction replies that to do so, he will first have to clear the path by eliminating a good portion of the existing gods of destruction. But unfortunately, he is not yet at the level for that. However, he knows a way to kill the gods without having to confront them directly. Frieza is surprised and asks how. Cidra says that first they need to make a deal, and Frieza asks what kind of deal that is. Cidra replies saying that Frieza can eliminate all the gods of destruction, except him, and in exchange, he will order his angel to take him to Zeno. Frieza says the deal is done, and when Cidra was about to reveal how to kill the gods, Beerus and Whis appear, and Frieza tells him to call back later and hangs up on the god of destruction. Daishin-Kan and Zeno decide to summon Zarama, the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without summoning the great Super Shenlong, the most powerful dragon god in the universe. The Grand Priest gathered the Super Dragon Balls and called upon Super Shenlong in the divine language. The colossal golden dragon appeared and asked what the Supreme Priest's wish was. Grand Priest replied that this time he didn't want to make a wish, but a request. He then said he wanted Zarama to appear at Zeno's palace. Super Shenlong said he didn't know exactly where his creator was at the moment, as he had been wandering the 12 universes for millions of years, but that he could find him. Grand Priest ordered him to do so immediately, and Super Shenlong obeyed, locating his creator. When he made contact with Zarama and told him everything that was happening, the entire palace began to tremble, and Super Shenlong was so terrified that he retreated. It was at this moment that Zarama, the most powerful being in the universe, appeared. The universe appears for the first time, already confronting Daishin-Kan for the inconvenience. Beerus never imagined Goku would ask such a question. The Saiyan tells the god of destruction he noticed that he and Quitela from Universe 4 don't get along very well. Beerus replies that just hearing Quitela's name gets on his nerves. Whis laughs and mentions that Beerus once lost an arm wrestling match to Quitela. Surprised, Goku asks if Quitela is stronger than him. Beerus flies into a rage at the question, declaring that if Goku ever says that again, he will be destroyed. Goku apologizes and asks which of the two is actually stronger. Beerus asserts that he is the most powerful god of destruction, noting that an arm wrestling match isn't enough to determine a god of destruction's true strength. The Universe 7 deity also claims superiority over the other gods of destruction in various other attributes, such as mastery of Hakai and Ultra Instinct, as well as speed. Goku is amazed, remarking that Beerus is truly incredible and continues to surprise him, and asks if he has ever fought other gods of destruction before. Beerus tells Goku that while he has seen the devastation a battle between destroyers can wreak on the universe, he has indeed faced other gods of destruction a few times. Whis had never done this before until Goku asked him if angels constantly use Ultra Instinct. Vegeta is surprised and Beerus falls silent. Whis then explains that for angels, the state is as natural as breathing, and that they practically never need to activate the technique like mortals do. Goku is impressed and asks what would happen if Whis simply deactivated it for a few seconds. The angel gives a small smile and says he will show him. Whis also says that Daishinkan can't even dream of it or he will be a dead angel, but since Goku was the only mortal to master UI, he deserves this privilege. For a moment, Whis completely lowers his guard. At that same moment, Goku feels an absurd change and realizes he can strike the angel if he wants. Vegeta's eyes widen as he notices that Whis' presence seems much more normal without UI active. But before they could understand anything else, Whis activates his technique again, disappears from in front of the two, and reappears behind them, saying that even an angel feels strange fighting that way. Beerus tells Goku that this is the difference between using UI and living in it. Whis tells Goku that he will leave him in the hands of Daishinkan. Goku asks why, and the angel of the 7th universe replies that the Grand Priest will take charge of his training. Goku is very happy to hear this and asks why they decided this out of the blue. Whis reveals that 2 angels suddenly disappeared, Martinu from Universe 12 and Mojito from Universe 9. He explains that this happened because Cidra and Jin died mysteriously, and that both he and Daishinkan suspect Frieza is behind it. Since the angels can't do anything due to angelic laws, the Grand Priest decided to take charge of Goku's training to make him capable of eliminating Frieza, as it's impossible for him to defeat the Emperor of the Universe at his current level. Whis also says that they considered contacting the Xenos, but that would be too risky. Goku agrees, saying it would be madness because the Omni Kings would certainly erase everything. They finally arrive at Xeno's palace. Daishinkan presents Goku with special clothes and says they can't waste any time, immediately beginning Goku's training. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like so you don't miss the next part of this story. While walking through Xeno's palace, Goku asks Whis how he came to the conclusion that he's no match for the Grand Priest. Whis tells him to speak quietly and asks why he wants to know that. Goku whispers that the last time they passed through this place, the angel told him never to challenge the Grand Priest, saying that not even the angel of the 7th universe could defeat him, and that he just wanted to know how he came to that conclusion. Whis reveals that in the past he was one of the few angels who had the privilege of training directly with the Grand Priest due to his low talent in martial arts, unlike other older and more experienced angels like Kusu, who were already very powerful when Whis appeared. So just as Whis eventually gives Goku and Vegeta the opportunity to fight him amateurishly, the Grand Priest gave Whis the same opportunity when he trained him, and the difference in level between them at that time was exponentially greater than the difference between Goku and Whis, and he knows this just by observing the way the Seinen fights. Goku is surprised and at the same time discouraged. Whis asks what's wrong, and the Seinen replies that he now knows he will probably die without having the pleasure of facing an angel in a serious battle.